the Commaero needs a handbrake cable because originally these are front handbraked. But the problem is changing the discs, I lose that front handbrake. Luckily, the Rover P5 axle is a rear handbraked car, so the axle is equipped to be fitted with a handbrake. All I need to do is make a cable. So the original cable, very short, comes like halfway down the length of the van. So I need to bridge that gap. So what I've come up with, thanks to Rob, is a trailer brake cable. Now I know you can get custom handbrake cables, but I want to minimize the amount of custom stuff I've got on the van. So if this breaks, I just buy another 900mm length trailer brake cable. Because I know I've got custom everything on this van, but it's custom by myself. Last thing I want to do is start paying like £300–400 for a custom radiator, get a stone in it, break it, and have to pay that again. It's another thing if I break a radiator and then I've got to spend a weekend moving inlets and outlets around. But if I didn't like projects, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. Right, I made a cardboard template, drawn around it with this acid pen, and then grab a hammer.
Wow.
So I've got my bracket welded on the back to take the handbrake cable. I drilled that out and then threaded it to an M8, tapped it to an M8 so it would fit the end of the cable. Then up here, just made this little get up, use the lathe obviously, bored out a bit of steel to 14mm that cable is, that just passes through it. This end is open-ended and it fits on the standard cable. Bit of adjustment there. Then the two cables bolt together. This way, if one cable packs up, I just get another standard Commaero cable, and this one packs in, I just get a 900mm trailer cable. Yes! So, Jeep Cherokee discs. 5x120. I need something like 5x137, is it? Anyway, wrong PCD. So, and wrong centre bore. So I've opened up the centre bore in the lathe. And then I need to transfer buttholes too. So I've just got a bit of steel which is laying around, turned it in the lathe. So it's the centre diameter of that, just about. Then I've got the drum and another Jeep Cherokee disc underneath it. Place that in there and then transfer the bolt holes through to the disc that's underneath. And I've also turned down a little bit of aluminium to stop it rotating whilst I transfer the other bolt holes. Did I tell you I had a lathe? So what I've done here is, because it was quite tricky because of all the offset holes to draw this on like a CAD CAM software, I thought I'm just going to make it where the caliper sits in the correct position over the disc, and then I could at least prove that it works. And then I just take this piece off, take it to a CAD CAM place, accurately measure this piece and replicate it all in one block of steel. Right, so this was the first effort. Just got it to drill the holes, and then the next step would have been drill them out to like 3mm, so these holes aren't all the way through. Drill them out to 3mm to chuck the screws in to hold it on a bit of wood. And as you can probably see, fucking holes are off. I'm going to blame the computer because it wouldn't allow me to do dimensions for some stupid reason. But yeah, cocked that up. So now we're on attempt 2. So repositioned the holes and did a few more changes up to it on the computer. Fingers bloody crossed. Right, I need to make a spacer which goes between here, this bracket, and the upright, and then this is going to get drilled and tapped, and then a bolt will transfer through. So to the lathe. So I'm going to start by drilling it out to 10.8. Use a little spot drill. So if you try this with a drill, it'll just wander a drill bit. So you basically start it off with a little spot drill and then transfer to the drill size you actually want. Now we're cutting. All right. Okay, terrible videoing skills, but this is how it all bolts up. This is the bracket which I've had milled out. This is a pre-existing bolt for the steering arm setup. Goes through there and there. And then at the top, the bracket, the space I just made on the lathe. Then one M12 by 1.25 mil, so fine thread tapped into this bracket, and it's like that, both sides. Happy days. So the standard comma setup is, this is the pedal, it goes through the floor, sort of loops around back on itself. This is the pivot point, and this is where the master cylinder attaches to. Single line master cylinder. It looks quite small as well, so I don't know, not even 3/4 inch I think. What I'm going to go to, twin master cylinders. I've gone for twin 3/4 inch. Basically you've just got to suck it and see, you've got to try it, and if it doesn't work, you haven't got the brake effect you want, you've got to play with the master cylinder size of this. So start at a 3/4 inch, and I've got a balance bar then, which I'm going to have to adjust back and forth. So one of these will act on the front wheels, the other will act on the rear, and that way I'll end up with an adjustable brake balance and a van which hopefully won't pirouette as soon as I stand on the brakes. This then, which the balance bar goes through, this has to be attached to the pedal. So luckily I've got an old clutch pedal and the brake pedal, and then the same setups anyway, with the pivot points being all the same. So I've got a little bit of trial and error before I get desperate enough to buy just a pedal box for something else. So this is the finished product. Jeep Cherokee discs, Saab 9000 calipers, custom brackets, Vauxhall insignia, rear brake flexes. Yeah, whole lot of arsing around. Twin master cylinder with a balance bar. Twin reservoirs up there. All good. I've been doing this too long. Maybe I need to work faster. maybe I need help emotionally, physically, mentally, but getting there.